Slowly but surely, the Super Sport making its way across, and there's the rain! There's the rain of log sadness. In the distance, we can see all the other vehicles igniting. Hello, everybody, GrayStillPlays, and we're back with more BeamNG.drive. Over here. That moment on YouTube where you miss where the cars are when you're gonna do the intro. A simplistic looking police chase is underway with this vehicle, which happens to not be the patented white BeamNG truck, and a plain old police cruiser. Now there's something here that's not ordinary. The reason I'm not using the white BeamNG truck is because we're going to need to go uphill for a little bit, because over here, this time I got it right, I have a bunch of logs, like 24 or 2.5 dozen logs, that I have prepared above the ground in such a way that when they fall, they begin rolling and tumbling, which creates a fantastic Final Destination style of, like, giant log roll instance. The police chase will be coming up this hill at great speeds, but what will happen when the chase runs into a logging truck that has fallen over on the side? We're gonna have to use our imagination for the truck itself. But the logs are going to fall with great speed and agility. I've already seen this happen a couple times. It's actually majestic. The police chasing our suspect vehicle like it's no big deal. Both cars moving swiftly up the road when all of a sudden, and it has begun, Final Destination takes its toll. I'm actually pretty impressed. The police vehicle seems to, like, be doing a kind of sideswipey thing in an attempt to miss a lot of the logs as they roll. Every once in a while, the actual pattern of log falling ends up being absolutely perfect, and the way it impacts the cars makes much more of a dent. Here we are again, moving right along. The police looking onward stalwartly in the rear view mirror, coming up on the pavement, when all of a sudden, oh wow, okay, was that police car wearing that log? It looked for a moment like that police car was wearing that log. Pain and sadness simulator, bring us glory. Oh, the height at some of these things are starting to get is pretty legit. I wonder how well the bar style will be able to take this particular beating. First log impact, second log impacts, and we have a twisted doodle going on over here. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. I really don't know what the hell the police car is doing. It seems to have trouble, like, circumventing this roadway. I don't exactly know why. I'm going to have to make sure that it continues at a straighter path. You know what it is? Maybe we need, like, a faster police car or something. Maybe we need faster cars altogether. Or maybe we just need more police cars. Crisis averted. Everything's working smashingly now. Feel nature's wrath, you scumbags. Oh, here we go. Oh, it actually leapt over. Oh, that was Final Destination style. Right through the front windshield. Oh, it's fantastic. Yes, we need, like, a larger procession of cars, I think, so that the rolling logs can really have a formidable target to come down and wreck. But yeah, every once in a while, the logs decide to, like, do the triple axle thing and work like a spear to smash in the front windshield of whatever car it comes into contact with. It's very odd, but the forecast calls for a rain of logs. There we are. Oh, these two are gonna have a fun time. Oh, right in the driver's side window. That's fantastic. Yes, take the light bar out, why don't you? Another log flip-flopping over here, taking out the secondary police car. I think that the tertiary police car ended up dying before it ever got to this procession. But everyone else got hammered pretty damn good. I'm actually fairly surprised. It almost looks like this police car, out of all of them, probably got the least amount of damage. The front car, the suspect car, definitely gets the lethal amount of logs. The lethal dose of logs. You don't want to have too much logs, folks. Whenever you start dealing with logs, there's such a thing as a too much. And this right here, well, you know what? Let's go into the driver's side. You know, the driver's side doesn't really look that bad. I mean, other than the potential to have your face caved in by, like, you know, a ton of wood. I think for the most part, everyone would be okay. When you need speed and agility, the Super Sport never lets us down. This thing's fantastic off-road, on-road. I think it's got a top speed of like 163 miles an hour. And what could keep up with it better than the Police Interceptor SUV style? These things as well have like a top speed of 167 miles an hour. A trio of them should do pretty well to keep up with the Super Sport. On we go, and we can see these things hugging the road very well. Oh, they were made for this. Oh, wow, they were made for this. Look at how well they do. It's freaking glorious. As they begin to crest the hill, something is deathly wrong. Something is deathly wrong. Holy crap, the thing's so fast it outran a... Oh, no. Oh, the speed of these things makes all the difference. Look at the destruction. Look at the logs just tear these cars in half. Well, SUVs, you know what I mean. Mother of God. Oh, it's everything I would have hoped for. The logs are brutal. The logs are like pieces of oversized rebar moving at high speeds. Oh, look, a random door flying through the air. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the potential for survival here is probably right along the lines of any Final Destination. I assume everyone died horribly. And not only this guy, oh look, you got double the wood, man. It's like 2 for 1 over here. You got the wood on top of the car that's melded itself in some sort of weird symbiotic relationship with this vehicle. And then it landed on this tree. Like, the tree is spearing the vehicle straight through the main portion of the frame. The police over here decided to, I guess they were gonna try and keep pursuing the suspect vehicle, so, oh no. You gotta be kidding me. Like, this guy needs more of a good thing. There we go. Just trying to push him out of the tree. Didn't work, but, you know, the police gave it a hell of a shot. From inside of the police vehicle, let's take a look at the speeds these vehicles can get on this off-road course. Not too bad, like 65 miles an hour going around those turns over there. That's pretty impressive. Hitting 90 right about now. Oh yeah, the timing on these logs should be right about right. Look at them fall in sequence. Ah, this is what it's like to be the cops right now. This is what it's like. You get a little bit of a view right there, not so much anymore. For a little while, we could see out of the police vehicle. Now the police vehicles are soaring, showing off the aerodynamics of the new age of police SUV cruisers, as well as the acrobatics and the functionality of the strength of the frame. It's always interesting how the Super Sport manages to capture at least a few of the logs. Like, some of the logs just get burrowed inside of the frame. It doesn't seem to happen with the police. I don't know why. I feel like this is one of those instances where the cinematic view may do quite well for the level of speed and handling that we get to see by these vehicles. Wow, it's going past the camera real fast. Slowly but surely, the Super Sport making its way across, and there's the rain. There's the rain of log sadness. In the distance, we can see all the other vehicles igniting. Oh, and here's a great shot of them coming down the hillside. Oh, the wreckage. Man, that tree gets a lot of use. That tree just gets a ton of use. Look at this again. 2 of the logs have seemingly burrowed themselves deep inside of the beautiful orange paint job of the Super Sport. Even the police, I think they may have one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that log right there currently belongs to this police interceptor. You always knew it had to happen. Supercars, the Dubai police, and a bunch of logs. What happens when these 3 contenders all meet up on the altitude map? We're seeing an excellent amount of swiftness and skill. Over here, the Dubai mobile's keeping up fairly well with our supercar. You can hear the pressure as the vehicle continues to shift its gears. The vehicles catching slight bits of air as they impact the side of the pavement. Look at them gloriously bound their way like gazelles across the pavement. What could possibly stop? What could possibly cease this incredible showing of skill and agility? I will tell you what, it is the logs of sadness. The log rain of pain. Dropping down upon, oh no, it hit it. I thought it was gonna make it over it. The logs begin to scrape the supercar apart. The Dubai-mobile's making out no better. Logs flipping and dropping all over the place. I really thought that with their speed, they would have been able to make it through this a lot better. But I think the issue is that now we're dealing with vehicles that just weigh a lot less. There are tires going everywhere. We're dealing with cars that just weigh a lot less, whereas the SUVs could potentially power their way through a couple of logs. These guys are having a lot of trouble. Let's see what kind of speeds we're reaching in here. 60, 70, 80. All right, not too bad. And around that corner there, it slows down. I've decided, let's try and drop the logs directly on top of them all. Here we go. Ooh! The suspect vehicle made it out. Never mind. Well, it made it away from the police. I don't really know if this is the best way to attempt to escape. If there was airbags, I guess they may be okay. I have a feeling that they impacted this tree at like, you know, 150 miles an hour though, after the distance they cleared off of that cliffside. Out of all the crashes that we've seen today, this is probably the one that I would believe would injure the driver the most. If we take a moment now, imagine if you will that you're like a professional yoga expert, an instructor. I'm not sure that anyone possesses the skeletal finesse to finagle their way inside of this driver's seat with a giant log sitting as it is. I have the feeling that, like, you know, those upper vertebrae may have been slipped. I've decided we're gonna give up a little bit of speed for sheer brute force. We've got the environmental police in their gigantic diesel guzzling trucks moving down the countryside over here, trying to catch our suspect vehicle. Are they going to be breaking any speed records? No. But they should be able to take a hit and keep on trucking. All right, we may need something with more speed. These guys are having such a hard time making it up. Oh God. I will say, it took a lot of logs to the face, and it looks pretty good. I mean, other than trying to like drive over the logs with the tire, the vehicle itself basically took all that damage and just shrugged it off. But yeah, you need speed to go up this hill, man. Even with as much power as you think these things can project, it's just tough. It's such a strong incline. All right, there's not actually a police car that's as fast as ludicrous speed, so we're just gonna use 4 ludicrous speeds. Screw it, we're gonna see what happens. They all have roll cages, so they should do okay. All of the ludicrous speeds ludicrously speeding down the roadway. Looking pretty good, actually, I gotta tell you. Wow, they are getting some real speed. I never thought I'd say this, but it almost looks like they're gonna outrun the friggin' logs. Oh no, never mind. The logs are coming down. The logs are coming down. There we go. The logs have spoken. Wow, and they have spoken a hell of a hard time. Ooh, this one Spaceballs kind of made it through a bunch of logs. Oh, it ramped off the other logs. Yes! This is the first vehicle, I think, that made it past all of the logs. That's amazing. It took the logs out pretty hard too. Oh. My little like side vehicle over here might end up getting, yep, just barely kissed. Just enough to let the dummies know that they should have taken up in some insurance on their car. This is what happens. This is what happens when you're in a BeamNG video with GrayStillPlays. Sorry guys, nothing like a little dash cam footage over here of the horror that's about to befall these cars. Oh yeah. Here we go. Oh Lord. Ooh, ay, ah. I feel like it wasn't that bad. Oh, never mind. Something's on fire. It was every bit as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, everyone's beat to hell. This one especially, look at how perfect this was. It almost looks like it has a rack to carry this log. It almost looks like it's supposed to be there. I mean, other than the vehicle, you know, being completely totaled, This appears like an appropriate little divot where a log should go. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of BeamNG.drive, where Mother Nature saw what we were doing to her and decided to fight back against the Empire. One last time, though. Let's see how well these logs can teach ludicrous speed what time it is. Oh, yes! Right on the top of the hood. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's everything I hoped it would be. Until the next time, folks. Stay foxy and much love.